You are watching Spotify presents ESPN Cricinfo playlist of the day. I'm Nikhil Naz. We're looking at game number 15 in the IPL versus two of the biggest team in the IPL. The points table may not suggest that at the moment because Mumbai Indians are quite down there. But if you look at the overall results in the IPL, it's one of the most successful teams and taking on the most successful team in the IPL, that is Chennai Super Kings. We've got a list of 5 players to watch out for. Joining me, Ajit Agarkar, Brad Hodge. Now this is the list of Kieron Pollard, Krunal Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah, Suresh Raina and Shane Watson. We'll start with the Mumbai Indian player in Kieron Pollard. Now remember, he does come in right at the end of the innings. How is it that he's going to perform? This is his record versus Dwayne Bravo. We remember how well Dwayne Bravo bowled in that game versus Rajasthan, actually took them to victory. That is the time that he'd be up against Kieron Pollard, and he's got about 251 runs, having faced 148 balls. Now that's a huge sample size, considering it's a T20 match. So they've come against each other plenty of times. Also countrymen, good friends. So that'd be an interesting battle to watch out for. Also, but Dwayne's dismissed him 9 times. Ajit, I'll start with you. We saw Dwayne really effective in that game earlier, but versus Kieron Pollard is where he needs to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers show that. And particularly the time that he bowls towards the end of the innings for Chennai, Pollard usually bats 4, 5, 6, somewhere there for Mumbai Indians, so tries to finish the innings. And his numbers seem good. I know the fact that they've played against each other so much, there is likely to be a few dismissals, or 9 of them. And when you're going after a bowler, you're likely to give them a few chances. But those numbers are good, and Mumbai need Pollard to play well because they've started slowly again.
Well, they usually do, and then gather pace towards the later part of the tournament. The other player that we're looking at in this list is another one from Mumbai Indians, Krunal Pandya, and this is how he's performed in Imran Tahir versus Imran Tahir. And we believe this is again a time that they'd be coming up against each other in that middle order. Imran Tahir was outstanding in the last match that he played. Despite the dew, he was one wrist spinner that had great control over his bowling. As far as Krunal Pandya is concerned, Brad, where would you like to see him bat? Do you reckon he's coming a little lower down than he should?
I do. I was just going to mention that actually. Okay. He's such an impact player. I mean, usually when he comes in, he does some really cool stuff quite early, and his strike rate's always up. He always attacks the wrist spinner or the left arm orthodox spinner. Look, I'd like to see him just get into the contest a little bit. He hasn't had much of a chance to bat so far in the IPL. This might be the game where you just put him up at number 5, regardless of the situation, and have a go. Push Pollard deep, especially if you got that matchup against Bravo.
Maybe a few things that Mumbai Indians need to look around to change a few things. That may just help them win that match that they're looking forward to. But one thing that they're definitely not going to change is where Jasprit Bumrah bowls. He's the star for them, has been for a long time with the ball. And this is Jasprit Bumrah versus MS Dhoni. 2 stars on both sides. MS Dhoni played a very crucial knock last time around, taking his team across the victory line. And this is the record against MS Dhoni for Jasprit Bumrah. Got him out 4 times, but also conceded 40 runs. The average is impressive, you'd have to say. But would you then like to see him? We don't know if they're going to come against each other towards the end, if MS Dhoni is there till the end, which he usually is. But once he comes into bat, that's where he is the most tentative. Would you like Jasprit Bumrah to come there, change a few things to have him?
Yeah, I mean, those numbers are again really good. 4 dismissals and not a lot of runs for the 35 balls that he's faced. Yeah, I mean, Bumrah's numbers would be good against most batsmen in the world.
Exactly.
The way he's gone over the last couple of seasons. So, yeah, I think that's where Rajasthan maybe missed a trick. They should have tried a bit harder to get another wicket when Chennai were 3 down. And once MS is set, then it doesn't matter who the bowler is. Towards the end of that innings, once he's got his eye in, he can play the big shots. So yeah, that's one of the things. If they have them 3 down and MS Dhoni is in, I'm sure Rohit will want to attack with his best bowlers on that particular day. But Bumrah for sure is at the top. Even if he's not having a good day, he can always turn it on in that particular over.
That's something that Rajasthan Royals actually did the last game. Got Jofra Archer in as soon as MS Dhoni came, but it was very close. Almost hit the stump, but the bails didn't fall. That could have been the turning point of the match. Will Mumbai Indians try to do that? Get Jasprit Bumrah? That'd be one thing to watch out for. The other player we're looking at, player number 4 on our list, is Suresh Raina, one now from the Chennai Super Kings. This is his performance versus Hardik and Krunal, and a great scoring record there. bad. He's got 79 runs, averages 79 with an impressive strike rate of 150. Brad, this is Suresh Raina territory. These are the kind of bowlers that he enjoys playing against.
Not surprising, yeah. I mean, you'd think that he'd have a great strike rate against most left-arm orthodox spinners. Krunal's very much he's an economical bowler, so there's not a lot of variation in his bowling. Generally puts it into the pitch and see if there's a bit of turn, but Suresh, that's his bread and butter. Krunal and Hardik, of course, well, he comes on sort of a little bit later on in the power play, so Suresh should see that as an opportunity to score. So it's not surprising, those numbers. Big player.
Okay, final player on our list, once again from Chennai Super Kings. This is Shane Watson, and how he's performed versus Lasith Malinga, because he's likely to come up against that bowler from Sri Lanka, and that's a great record that he's got there. Strike rate of 170, averages 85, so clearly enjoys playing against Lasith Malinga. And the other thing is, it's not the same. I mean, this record is of the Lasith Malinga that was far more dangerous than the Lasith Malinga we're seeing right now. So it doesn't really augur well for Mumbai Indians.
No, so they'll want to get him out quickly. I think he's, Raidu had a great season last year, but hasn't started this season quite well. And Shane Watson's the one who's been the aggressor at the top of the order, which then sets up Chennai with the batsman to follow. So it'll be a huge wicket for Mumbai. I think quite surprised seeing those numbers against Malinga. Not many batters would have that in world cricket, but he's obviously one of those guys who's comfortable facing him. Mumbai might be better off putting Behrendorff, the likes of Behrendorff and Bumrah against him, but they need him out.
Shane Watson carrying that good form that he showed in the Pakistan Super League as well. Brad Hodge, Ajit Agarkar, thanks so much for joining us. You were watching Sportify Presents ESPN Cricinfo Playlist of the Day.